drop it.
And what's going on? What's going on? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Last day of the month. How is everyone doing? Okay, so let's catch up to the chats here. We have Frank, Depon, Desai, Montrese, Miss McMullen, nice, Jobo, Eric, Jimmy, Kenny, Matt, Barissy, Gamer, Derek Brown, D Baker, Mike D. Okay. Let's see. I JH, Neil Wallace. What's that? Night Marcher? That sounds creepy as fuck. Night Marcher. Chibi, good morning. It's CJ. Good morning. Ryan, hello. Good morning, Gabe Gang. Good morning, Simon. All right. Guys, I want to show you guys something, right? Now, this is exclusive to Gabe Trades. And I will say that anyone who's experiencing success with 1348, it's going to just run and it's just going to run with Gabe Trades. Now, what we're going to do is I want to show you guys something that we did here, right? Now, I know, you know what, I'm not going to say nothing. Let's just show you guys. Let's go. Okay, so what you guys see here is a very simplistic chart of mine, right? I took off Excel. Why? Because Excel is used predominantly to help us in the calculation of the trade design of which we got. Now, what we've done is we've created the STB line, which is available at gabetrades.com exclusively, right? This is really going to help you in holding on to the trade. As you can see, it maintains red until it turns yellow at or about this candle. And when it turns yellow, why fuck around and find out? Close your trade. From turning yellow, and by default it's gray, but I changed it to yellow only because the color wheel yellow is in between green and red. The color wheel, artists, you guys know what I'm talking about. So here we go. We see that. Let me go ahead and bring this to the front so we can see clearly. All right. There you go. As you guys can see, this candle was yellow. Then this candle came through, right? So the difference in savings, right? Being aware of what's happening by the time this signal is yellow, the difference in savings is, you know, damn near. Look at that. I mean, there's no question about this, right? So now what do we have? Well, we have green here, but then we have the ribbon also turning green. Now what I did was I sort of kind of like made the green a little more translucent so that the green line could pop for demo purposes here. But you still have the green band. Now we got confluence within the green band. Now, what I could do really quickly is just go ahead and just take the trade. No, I'm not going to go ahead and try to make this my primary strategy. I just wanted to show like how it works, right? So it's green and green. Damn it, I went in 15 contracts. No, I was supposed to go 3. Damn it, TradingView. Okay. I'm committed, guys. I'm committed. So what we're gonna do is let's zoom on in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the quick scalp here. Right, it's green and green. I should not have been in there with 15 contracts. Damn. Okay. So I'll go ahead and sell at or about right here. That's not looking good at all. Which doesn't let me scale in. For me to scale in, it's another 15 contracts, which is dumb. But what I'll do is I'll end up holding here because, well, everything's green. What I didn't see was the damn level, which I changed the color there to white. That level, that's all my fault. Jeez Louise. That level here, guys. Remember, we gotta respect levels? Let me change the color of my levels. Jeez Louise, why did I do that? Alright, we'll change it to yellow so it sticks out more. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna have to bail on this trade. Good morning, people. Good morning. But do I have to bail on this trade? No, I don't think so. I mean, mechanically, I would have to bail on this trade if the band turns red, or we go on the other side of the red, or if this green turns yellow, right? Mechanically. Okay, trading view got me, but we're gonna go ahead and trust in this system. We're gonna trust it. Jeez. Okay, so we have a continuation here. Green band, green line, gives me confidence in holding. Structurally, the trade has not changed, and I'm doing A-okay. Great. I'm just going to bring this back up here. Now you guys understand why we trade at the trade designs. Right? I do put my money where my mouth is. Can you go over the super trend again? I've been using 1348 trade design this whole time. Mikey. Yeah, we got tutorials on that. So basically, through confidence in my band and in my line here, I'm able to make, well, should be able to make. I see it flirting with me here. This damn thing, it's holding. It's holding. I'm good. I'm gonna get out here. I'm going against the trend here, which I should not have. I just wanted to highlight the power and the confidence of this, right? So my band maintained and my line also maintained, which gave me confidence in the trend. I should not have gone 15 contracts in, right? Now, love the shirt. Can't hit. It's a sweatshirt, bro. So, do you guys see what just happened there? And how you could use that band and that line. Mikey, yes, there's a video on the Trade 1348 app. There should be. There's an explanatory video, pretty much everything. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Anybody saw what happened? Let's start talking about that. What was the new line and the price action? Thanks, boss. I won't comment. That was a simple question again. No, Mike, you could go ahead and go to the Trade 1348 app. You can do that, or you could ask questions into Discord, right? I do not have Supertrend on my chart, so I'm not going to cover Supertrend. In fact, what we have with GT500 is an evolution of Supertrend, which maybe you should give it a try and could get away from the Supertrend. But I understand if you did not upgrade, right? So it does require an upgrade. Right. So that's what this was here, guys, right? I had the band. Hold on. Maybe I set myself up for some fake drama. You know? Everyone's like, it doesn't work, Gabe, you're down $9,000. Well, where it really works is when you trust this thing. Now, I'm not saying for you guys to go ahead and YOLO, right? That's not for you to YOLO. It gives you some objectivity to price action and why you would stay in a trade. Let's go ahead and look at the trade previous to it. Trade design takes you all the way down, goes yellow here. Come on. Who wouldn't? I mean, yeah, I know everyone's like waiting for market open, but that's 175 points right there. One contract makes you a lot of money. So that's that. Who wants to look at ES? Mind you, you could get it all at trade1348.com, and then you could add to your superpowers over at gabetrades.com. But start off at trade1348.com. Let's see. Nate Hale, 4.3%. Who else made their money and walked away? David Butto. No, it does not work on Thinkorswim or Ninja Trader. No. Mm. Okay. Let's get back to this. Let's go ahead and look at ES. What is ES doing? You know this. You know what this cool little tool could do? It can help me master golden oil. You guys know, like, golden oil freaks me out. I don't understand its cadence. Alan B, 4.35%. Sweet. Okay. So we got on ES the double MECD or the Big Mac here. Both looking to converge and break above neutral. So that's awesome. Now we got a trade design up. We have to worry about GT 500 level and 200. I would be careful here. Let's go ahead and look at GC. So what's interesting is everyone's flocking to gold instead of the US dollars. So that has economists like freaking out. Like, wait, market's going down, but so is the US dollar. It's supposed to be like market goes down, dollar goes up, right? It's an inverse, right? Usually the dollar is used as a safe haven, but what we're seeing here is that people are using gold as a safe haven. So, let's see here. Fernando Gutierrez has got another. Guys, look at this. I'm not an advocate of Top Step or prop firms, if you will, but Fernando Gutierrez is taking out another payout. Now, the reason why I'm not an advocate of it, right, is because traders are really gamblers and they're fucking around and finding out. But when you approach Top Step or Apex and you treat it like a business and you use the tools that we have and you treat this shit like a business, you're unstoppable. Daniel Mitch, you drove through the night through the Keys. Dude, driving through the Keys? Hold on. Daniel Mitch, driving through the Keys, from the Keys. Where the hell are you now? That's what I want to know, Daniel. So, I mean, just from Miami to Jacksonville, it's about, what's that, 6.5? You went from the Keys. You got to Chicago already? Wait, guys. Let me catch up to this combo. We drove through the night from the Keys. Wow. Christopher Rulo is joining Gabe Trades as well. He wants that too. Oh man, that's wild. From the Keys? Ooh. I mean, I've done Orlando to New York. That was about 13 hours. But from the Keys, that's 20 easy. 26 hours. Ugh. Get better at trading, bro, so you can fly next time. What the fuck? 26 hours. Okay. Anyways. Oh, cool thing. I've decided I'm getting a Harley. I've decided. I'm doing it. So maybe I will be doing some cross-country stuff. I don't know. Maybe I will. So. Anyways. So with gold. It looks very, very similar to what we did with NQ, right? Ryan, I'll probably get the Street Glide. I'm looking at the Street Glide. I'm not too fond of like the Road Glide, right? Where It's the front doesn't move with the bars. So that this is nice, guys, right? So let's say you traded the break of the band, and then you traded small and had confidence in this, and you used the band along this line to, just scalp a few points, right? Guys, it takes this little to make this much of a difference in your life. Think about that, right? 22 trading days. If you're making $150 a day, you're making 2,200 to, oh, what, $3,300 a month in hyper efficient manner, right? In a hyper efficient manner, you're just, it's wow, in 5, 6 minutes. It's the difference between, you know, $0 and affording a $500,000 home at 3,300 bucks, right? So it's just that little difference could make a big difference. Oh boy, the Wonderlum wants a story, guys. You want story time? Wonderlum wants a story. Anybody want to know the story? I don't know. Anybody interested? Um, so I mean, I want to say back in 2006, 2007 is around that area. I've lost my initial deposit of 50K, and then I scrapped up another 30,000 to lose that over a year. But I did get better. And then, of course, my mentor at the time just really challenged me to change my mindset. I was doing okay. I was doing well. I was doing web design at that time. Oh boy, 26, 27. Yeah, I was doing web design. So making about 125,000 a year in Chicago, Forest Park, last stop on the Blue Line. My favorite city. Great food. I miss it, but not my stomach. Anyways, it was having that moment, especially when my mentor asked me, like, or told me, stop trading like you're poor, right? So when you trade like you're poor, you trade with eagerness. You romanticize the trade. You're like, yeah, I make this money. This is what I could do with my life. And it was like, stop trading like you're poor and do what rich people do, and the banks do. All you need is 1%. That sort of kind of like changed my life, and from there on, it was the compounding, and I saw the compounding, right? The power of compounding. Even if it's 0.75% a day, you're still going to do better than what the market returns. And I think, that there's this ugly stat out there that, day traders will never outperform the market. And I will sit and look at anybody's face who tells me that's not true and legit tell them fuck off. Because I know people here who are making $50,000 a month. In fact, my top 20 students collectively on average are making about $50,000 a month, or $50,000 over 3 months. So that's going to be about like 16,000 a month. 16,000 a month. Those are my top 20 students on average over at Longevity Club. I did the stats. I ran the stats. You guys know who you are. It's it is starting. It's Fergie's. It's the Bills. It's those guys. I mean, you guys are killing it. So good stuff. But it's just understanding the math, right? You gotta fall in love with the percentage, not the dollar amount. It's always the percentage. And when you start doing that, your approach to trading just absolutely changes. Absolutely changes. Um, let's see here. So my mentor was a buddy of mine, Scott. It was his father. I was impressed by Scott's living in the Chicago burbs, and I knew that. So Scott owned a chain of pizzerias, um, and we would do online ordering. That's how we met. Was I implemented his online ordering system. This is back then. I mean, like now you got Instacart and other stuff, right? But back in the early 2000s, after the dot com bust, It was like online ordering. Ooh, fancy. So, we got him up to speed with everything. And then, he learned that it was literally his father who was making all the money and then was giving it to him so he can build out a little pizza empire. Um, yeah. I don't want to say everything went to shit. He, obviously he had an exit plan, liquidated, then went back into the markets and, absolutely killing it. He did fumble the ball a couple of years ago, and I talked about it actually, where he lost $1 million or so or more overnight. Calls me up just like drunk as fuck, like, I lost it, Gabe. I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, let's see. No, Wonderlum is asking, like, let's see, what method did I learn? Honestly, started with support and resistance. It's really just knowing where the market is. You guys will hear me say that the market gives you a cheat code because it's told you where it's been. Now, when we trade things like Nasdaq and S&P, I like to consider those probably the easiest things to trade, because if you trade small, especially like if you're buying options, for instance, if you're buying options and you're buying 6 months out and you're trading small, you have a higher probability of making money, right? Because the market isn't a forever uptrend, right? So it was all about trends and levels. That was pretty much it. I had the problem like every single one of you guys, which I mean would identify almost all the time. And we talk about this in trade camps, and we talk about this in longevity clubs, and we talk about this in the Mac 5, where you get caught up in the candle, right? You end up get caught up in the candle. You get caught up in the candle, and then your thesis just changes entirely. And so this is why this secure the bag line now exists, so that you're no longer intimidated by the candle. You see? So these candles could go ahead and form and you can make your money. And then by the time you see this candle develop, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm still green here. Now, it does look like it's going to go against me. Maybe I don't want to fuck around and find out. But at least you have objectivity to the trade, where it's like, okay, if this candle crosses this line or if this line turns yellow, I get out. Quite simple, right, guys? Okay? And this will force you to stop living in candles. For me, that is the most annoying thing on earth, is living in candles. Trade design up, you go, it's yellow, get out. Right? Whether you get out here or get out here, doesn't matter, is eventually going to come down here. Goes yellow, which means you're going sideways. It finally breaks. Once again, comes all the way down. Gives you yellow off the line here. By the way, this is my 200, just so happens to be blue, so we don't have so much red and green. And there you go, guys. It comes on up. Now it's yellow. You see that it's yellow? Let's go ahead and turn on. Let's show. There you go. So even if you decided to enter up here, we put you in a position where, hey, you don't have to fuck around and find out. You could secure profit here and call it a day. Right? You could call it a day. Now, here's the deal. A lot of people go ahead and say, well, you know what? This is good, right? You don't have to fuck around and find out. Now, should the candle go ahead and bounce, that's fine. You're about securing profit, right? We're not about, like, it's like looking, okay, fellas, ladies, I mean, think about this, right? It's like, I mean, we were taught this in sex ed in 8th grade, right? Just because they look healthy don't mean they're healthy. Strap up, right? Don't fuck around and find out. Otherwise, you're going to be itching the rest of your life. Why is that lump there? So, we don't fuck around and find out here. That's it. Okay? No reason to. We gave you that yellow line. Makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and look for other examples, real time examples, right? Yeah, I got that line at about here. Pretty sure well before this gray candle formed and penetrated. And so, yeah, there you go. That would help you to secure profit. Are you guys seeing it? Who's seeing it with me? Let's see some hands. Who's seeing it with me? Where you could be in a trade and you could be in a trade with confidence and take your money and be without any type of like resentment, right? Because sometimes we have resentment towards a trade, like fuck, why did I get out? Okay, so it's an incredible tool. Again, exclusively at Gabe Trades. You need 1348 for the band, and you need AI for the band. And then when you're ready to kick it up a notch, get on over to Gabe Trades. Now I'm gonna say something. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say something, but I don't want to say it. But you know what? Hey, fuck it, right? Apex is gonna hate you for this, right? Because now it's not like you're going into drawdown excessively. You're making your money. You see that yellow line, close your position. You don't go into drawdown excessively, right? You're not sitting there hoping the trade or holding onto the trade. We have a red band, we have a red line. We need a little more development, right? Ideally, we would like to see both MACDs here. Both MACDs, come on, break down below neutral. Of course, we're below the 200, so we're biased to it. And we want, since we just got that convergence of the green to the red here on the band, we want to like let that develop. Now, you could go ahead and say, all right, you know what? My risk is super small here. I'm gonna go for it, right? You could say my risk is super small here because I know exactly where I have to get out, which is on the other side of that line, right? Let's say I go short here. My risk is super small. I know where I have to get out on the other side of that line, correct? It's a binary moment, but it's trading with the trend. So there you go. Now, really, it was green really quick, right? Make your money really quick. There you guys go. 465, 300. I'm just showcasing this, guys, right? I think that's more than enough for me just to showcase, right? You guys saw it. A lot of you would probably be out of the trade already. But there you go, 225. It's developing short. 480. Oh, whatever. I'll just take the trade. Huh. That's fun. You see what I mean? Let's go back to it. And that's really all you needed, right? Because we were at a level, so I'm like, whatever. But you guys see the effectiveness of this, right? Who's seeing the effectiveness of this? Right? There was no way I was going to play it long. There was no way I'm going to play this thing long. It's short. Okay? So think of it as, right? Think of it as confluence on top of confluence. That's it. We get double confluence. That's it. This line will change your life. And it's confluencer. Yeah. I love what Ryan does here. He does. It's confluencer. It's confluencer. All right. Um. Yeah. Just make sure the line is not white. Yeah, do not. It's you don't want it white, guys. This is what I did right with the latest update, and this is GT Legends here. What I did with the STB line is red, green, and yellow. By default, it's gray. It'll be gray. I have it yellow. That way I can see, right? Yellow means caution. Yellow means slow the fuck down. Yellow means don't get too excited. You ain't buying that mansion just yet. Secure the bag. And that's what we're doing here. So we've been in this trade for some time. I would have been in this trade for some time. I got out only because I had to respect that level. But you see here, like, you have all the confidence in the world. Right? Moral, yes, if it's yellow, it's mellow. It's just chill. Right? Let me show you guys something. Let's go ahead and, you guys want to back test a little bit. Um, let's see. This was Friday's trade design. Obviously, you got your entry. You're not getting out until. Oh boy. You're not getting out until maybe 258 points, where that yellow first flashed. I mean, yeah, you're not getting out. Right? And then, of course, as the day progresses, price action flattens, and there's a whole lot of shit, right? So when you see like there's yellow, red, yellow, green, you know it's flat too. It's a great indicator of flatness. Um, yeah, but it also highlights that the actionable moments, the true actionable moments, are at trade designs. Look at this here, trade design down. You take it all the way down up until that yellow there. Come on, guys. I am legit giving you the keys to the kingdom unlike anyone else ever in the history of day trading. Millie, yes, is exclusive to Gabe Trades, right? So what we're doing here is saying trade design, be patient, wait for the trade design. Once you're in the trade design, follow that band until everything's in confluence and then it breaks, right? So if you're rocking it green, you're rocking it green until you get that break and it's yellow, go ahead, close your trade. You're going to be more profitable than not, right? Because you have confluence on confluence. So we're below the 200, so we go back to the rules. Below 200, cool. We're looking for trade designs down, cool. We got the band that's red, cool. We got the line within the band red, cool. We have MECDs, the MACDs, double MACDs, both red, breaking under neutral. We're in a trend, cool. Very, very, very easy to decipher what the market's doing now. Very, very easy. Anybody want to argue with me? Anybody want to argue that fact with me? Who wants to argue? Who wants to argue this fact with me? Can't. You can't. Right? So, this alone, right, is the difference. It could be the difference between $50 on a trade, $25 on a trade, $100 on a trade, securing the bag, 200, $300 on a trade. And just think about how much that adds up to over a month. You know, it was funny. In my restoration business, right, we charge 75 cents for taking the plates, the electrical plates off the wall. 75 cents, right? And it obviously it gets moderated down to about like 35 cents by the insurance companies. But you take them off. Sure, it doesn't sound like a whole lot, right? But over a year, that's a whole lot when you're going into a home, taking off all the faceplates, right? So something small adds up to something significant, right? Never leave money on the table. And that's what we have here. Absolutely justifying the cost of GabeTrades.com. So that's that here, guys. You know, never in my wildest dreams The gamer's done. Never in my wildest dreams, I was like some 5, 6 year old, did I think I'd be leading a community of degenerates and awesome fucking people that I would actually have earned your trust, right? I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, cop, something. You're hearing I'm sitting on the other side of the screen and just absolutely rooting for all of your successes. And this is the reason why Hot Potato and I are constantly innovating, making it easier for you guys, right? Because one of my biggest questions in Longevity Club when I'm working with someone is, but why did you hold? Oh, I thought I was going to come back. Why did you get out? Well, I don't know why I got out. Okay, well, now you know when to get out, and now you know I'm going to yell at you if you're holding when you're holding excessively beyond the point of which the indicator told you not to. But then you're not busting your load prematurely, right? You're able to hold longer. You know, get that extra $20, $50 maybe, right? Because it's objective. Gotta love it. Okay? So we've got a trait design down, band down. Okay, well, you know, let's go ahead and take that. Right? We're gonna take it. Is a band down, it's flickering, trait design down, the band is red, the line is red, and that's just 3 contracts, and we were up a couple of hundred. 240, 150, three. Guys, this is insane, right? Let it do its thing. Have confidence in what you got here. Let's see. Now, if 3 NQs freaks you out, that means you're trading too big. You have to trade with them in Q. Right? But let's go ahead and see. We got a trade design. And we're in this trade objectively until it breaks. So it bounces off. Where did it bounce off of? Did it bounce off of something that I'm missing? Huh. No. It did not. Okay. So this here, we did not break the band. We did not close above the line. The line did not turn yellow, right? We're going to have to hold. Now, will we win all of them? No, but we will win about 70% of them. We will. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold here. What I can do is, so I had got the entry down here. I could go ahead and say, okay, well, we have this level right there. I'm going to go ahead and mark this level. Okay, great. So I marked the level there. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add 3 more. Bring my average up. Now my average is just right at the entry point. So what this allows me to do, so now I'm not fully allocated into the trade. This allowed me to scale in a little bit. I know what I'm risking, guys. You want to do this with M&Q, with smaller ports, okay? What this allows me to do now is make my money, but get out sooner, right? So this candle sort of kind of like, you know, freak me out, whatever, cool. We're going to follow this band here. We're going to see what happens here. I'm going to pay attention to this MACD. Everything, see how the band turned yellow? I have to get out there. I have to, right? So this was basically a failed trade. Now, when I break above this level, or if this band turns red once again, I'm showing you guys exactly how to use this. If we break above the band there, we could go long, and or if the band or price action comes back down and the band turns red, we go short, okay? Remember the key here is to trade small. So here, we're waiting on that candle close. There's two minutes left on the candle close. We're above the level, we're above the band, we're above the line. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go long. Let's go long. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go long 3 times. There's no reason why you should be losing money. So I'm gonna trust this yellow signal. We're gonna go long with this. and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to leave this trade here. I'm coming up to price action right here. That's all I'm going to do. So I'll go ahead right there. Here we go. And that's what I'm going to do. So now I did lose that previous trade, but I'm making up for it on this trade. You guys are seeing it. Great. I did not hesitate when it turned yellow. I did not. And here we go. This is going to shape up to be a 2-to-1 versus my loss on my previous trade. At this very moment, it's a 2-to-1, almost a 3-to-1. So we're up $6,000. Yeah, that's 7,000. We're going to do 7. You know what? I'll just take the trade right there because it's flirting around with this. And that's cool. I'm green on the day. You trade with calm. That yellow told me, what are you doing, bro? Lose all faith. We were in the trade to take it down. It didn't do what it needed to do. That yellow allowed us to lose fast so we can make our money, right? Lose fast so you can win faster. You guys remember that saying there? That's what we do here. Who is convinced? Who is convinced? Let's see some hands. Now we got to trade design up with a band up and a line up. The yellow band is used exclusively to get out the trade. It's in conjunction with the secure the bag band. Guys, let me show you something here. Let's open this up. This line means nothing. Where it's placed, it means absolutely nothing, by the way, guys. So don't use it as a level because it means nothing. It's just in the middle of the band. We try to figure out a way to illustrate, in a clean way when that trade is failing, okay? So it means nothing. It's not a level. However, it is a signal of confluence. It's green on green. We're rocking and rolling, okay? We're rocking and rolling. So we got green on green here. There's a trade design right here. You do have GT 500 right there. You're going against the trend, a little tricky. But, yes, Anthony, that's the trade 1348 model. It's lose fast to win faster. That's what I do. There was nothing for me to think about. I couldn't argue against the yellow line. The yellow line is like Gabe. Well, I'm sitting there like, oh, yeah, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you come back and you turn red. Oh, no, maybe. No. We do not fuck around and find out. I'm gonna start wearing those hats, by the way. Fuck around and find out hats. I'm starting to wear. I'm gonna start wearing those. I gotta go on Amazon and order a few. They're actually on Amazon. How do I know? Yeah, because I already looked. So, let's see what Daniel Mitch has to say, by the way. He says, nice, add a single micro to the downside, but flip the other direction. I exit already between the 48 and the VWAP. There you go. Let's see. Let's catch up. All right, so yeah. We made money today. Nothing too crazy. And we did it effortlessly. I want you guys to go ahead, get on over to gabetrades.com, right? Get this indicator along with we got how many indicators do we have? I think we have like how many indicators do we have in total? Hot potato. Oh, there you go. Wait. Ryan just answered it for you guys. We got 13 indicators. There you go, 13 indicators. Okay, let's go ahead and look for something else. Let's see. Let's see what happened with GC. More of the same. More of the same, right? Now, this is interesting. This is interesting of gold, right? Gold is so volatile, sometimes you'll miss that warning. It'll just pop right up. It'll just pop right up. That's gold. Let's go ahead and look at oil. What's happening with... Oh my god. Who wants to become a fucking oil baron now? Gee, trade design, band, green, holding you the whole way through. Trade design, band, green, holding you all the way through. Clearly, the bullishness. We could see the bullishness, right? With the volume up here. Guys, you have no idea how fucking privileged you are to have a system like this. Yeah, like, yeah. I never want to be shocked when a pitch dropped. If I'm shocked, it means like a horrible UTI. Oof, the smell. Or false advertisement. Oh man, Morrow. Jesus. Where do you come up with this stuff? Yeah, you are certainly 1348 brand. Look at that. That's sweet. Mikey, when's your next tech review coming out? I don't know. What you want me to review, dude? Trading phones? Actually, the Galaxy Z Fold is the best trading phone on earth. Do not trade on iPhones and just a single slate type of phones here. Don't trade on that. Get yourself the Fold. It's great. It's great. Okay. Let's see. Oh, for those who want to trade stocks, this works on a 5-minute, exclusively on a 5-minute. Don't jump into other time frames. We want to keep you on the 5-minute. It is the gold standard, okay? So let's go ahead and check out, I don't know. Guys, give me a ticker. Give me a ticker. You options traders out there. Because you know how much it costs you to be wrong. Options traders out there. Let's go ahead and look at Google. Let's see here. Stocks at Google. Oh. Sorry about that. I gotta log out of my broker. My broker doesn't support. Let me do that. Okay, cool. Let's go. Google. Alright, cool. We got Alphabet. Here we go. Google says sit on your hands. They had the trade design and it came to, you see right here? Done. You were done. Come on down. You're done right here. Right there. Yellow line, done. There's no reason to go ahead and be like, oh yeah, let my options expire. Worthless. Like, no, there's no reason. Let's go ahead and look at Ford. That's the wrong Ford. Let's. Oh, look at that. Ford. Trait design up. You see there's a little hesitation here. It comes up, right? Now, you should expect this, right? When you get a big boom boom candle like this, you should expect a little bit of a retracement. That's why we got that yellow. Then we got the consolidation. It goes back green and takes off. Gives you yellow right here. This is where you would get out. Truthfully, you're not going to miss any of this, right? Especially in areas of uncertainty. Otherwise, you could go ahead and say, right, like, look, let me just jump back in. But you can see how the band was narrowing, and then we get yellow here. This is an objective exit. An objective exit, boys and girls. We've made trading that much easier. Wow. Hmm. Look at that. Daniel Mitch, what's the Instagram with my cards? I don't have one. I don't. Okay, so. Oh, well, look at Costco. This is what was happening on Instagram. So, on Instagram, the same people who jump into our community, right? Who try to be me go onto Instagram and they create fake accounts. And I've lost a few friends from it. I've literally had scammers go ahead and go to friends of mine and say, hey, you know, like, how's your trading going? Blah, 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 right? And so, because I carry that credibility, my friends are like, yeah, here's 10K. And then, yeah. And because they were friends, you know, like, I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Because they were friends, like, closer friends, you know, it's like, that just sort of kind of like alleviate the damage. And I'm not in that business of alleviating damage for stupidity. So it just sort of kind of like it's not worth it. Okay, so back to this here. Before it took off, what else? Costco. It's a beautiful thing. Trade design, right? Gets you in green, goes yellow, even goes red. Bounces off your entry again. You get your confluences once again as you break this level, and that's a continuation of a trade. So what this does is it allows you to be wrong. It allows you to be wrong after you were right. Okay? This is solid. You're right. That's fucking solid right there. You make your money. Comes back down, and then it allows you to be right again. But we're losing fast right here. You guys see that? This is where we lose fast so we can win faster. You see that? Yeah, that's a good question, Danny Mitch. I don't know the type of society we live in. Like, it's so, like, impersonal. It's so weird. Like, I asked that same question. Why the fuck didn't you call me? Like, anyways. All right, Kyle wants me to look at Tesla. Oh, Kyle. Kyle enjoys pain. So, Tesla. Gotta love this, right? Trade design down. Told you, hey, get out before you get wrecked. Then you get your confluences here. You go up, and it tells you here, hey, get out before you get wrecked. So you're able to make some money. Then you get a trade design here, and if you got in, it's telling you the same thing once again. Like, no, get out before you get wrecked, right? So when we look at this, all we see is just pretty much it's chop. It's pretty much chop, right? But what I love about this is it keeps your emotions in check and keeps your fantasies at bay and keeps you from falling in love with the trade. I think that that is the biggest issue with most traders is that you end up falling in love with your trade because you're like, yeah, this is right. I need to make my next $100. I want to make it here. And you end up falling in love with the trade and not accepting that you're wrong. And you end up losing your ass. Nvidia getting the real pain. Man, freaking Nvidia. Look at this. Okay. More of the same. Trade design down. You get your warning here. You get your confluences coming on up. Trade design up. Get your warning right here. You knew it was wrong there. The candle comes down. And then, yeah, uncertainty. It's just uncertainty. This is going to help you guys out so much. So much. Jeez Louise. My God. Can we get some hands up here who feel like this would help you? Like a great deal. Not just a little bit, but a lot. Options, theta decay, eating it away. So, having this in your tool belt, incredible. Yes. Look at this. Look at it gave you that warning. I told you, don't fuck around and find out. And if you accepted that warning right here when it was telling you, you lost fast, you probably put yourself in a position to win faster, maybe, right? If you're just insisting on being right and winning. Although I would have touched this thing with a fucking 10-foot pole. There's not enough volatility for me. Okay, so that's that. Oh boy. Trade design here. Confluence all the way down here to about this yellow here. Allows you to keep most of your gains, right? Close your position. It does its thing. Comes back red. Here you go. Maybe a re-enter on red. All the way down to it's yellow again. And you make your money. You don't give it back here when it's green. You guys see how powerful this is? You're welcome. You're welcome. It's powerful. Let's do AMC because AMC likes to barcode. Hey, what do you know? Right there. Yeah. I mean, hey, whatever, right? AMC is funny. It's disgusting. Like, 291. Ooh. No, you can't sign up lifetime. No lifetime signups. Let's go ahead and look at. Let's hope. Anybody else got anything for me? I don't know. Wow. It's almost like we forgot the tickers. We forgot the stock market exists because we were too busy making money over it with futures. AMD. Oh, wow. Okay. AMD. Trade design up. Carries you on the way up. Now, you got the 200 right there. So that should have clued you in on exit, right? You also got Gabe's eye. He was like, yo, chill out over here. And then your signal is yellow here, your signal is yellow. It's like, all right, get out, right? Comes on down. We get back to green here. You hit that level once again. You know better. That's the 200. We don't argue against it. And then you could see the rejection and it coming on down. Okay. Oh my God, this is freaking sick. This is sick. Man, I'm even impressed. I'm impressed with myself. Oh, guys, look at this is Guild. Trade design up. you go on in, yellow marker here, maybe secure the bag there, wait for the break, you get GT 500, transitioning, you get that break, you get the candle, you got your confluence, ride it all the way up until here. Whoa! Now the chart's literally yelling at you. If you guys wanted an indicator that you guys, because I know you guys like goof about it, like wish we had an indicator that was like Gabe yelling at us. Well, that's as close as we're gonna get. Oh man. Oh, takes away the stress a lot. All right, trade design up here. This is ribbon. This is a trade design up here. You get yellow here, close out. Comes on down, right? Breaks the band. You get confluence here, red here. You get a trade design here. But look, you get your GT 500 going ahead and supporting it. And then you get yellow right here. Like, don't fuck around. Oh, man. This is nasty. Guys, this was... So I had this idea of how we were going to do this. And this was on a Saturday. And it was in my head. I couldn't get it out of my head. I get it on over. I call hot potato. I'm like, this is what I need. We need to do this. Like, damn. I told him exactly what to do, and then he made it happen. And it was just this idea in my head, right? It's like the charts are going. Guys, you could be sitting in front of me and we're having a conversation, and my mind is thinking about like the charts and is replaying certain trades, and it's sort of kind of like it's replaying like different moments or just it's recapping my day, things I saw, maybe why I didn't take the trade, things like that. And then it just like dawned on me. I was like, bro, we need this. Fucking sick. Carvana. All right. This is great. You guys want to challenge the system all you want. Trade design up, breaks GT, goes on up, right? You get this candle here, don't fuck around, find out. You're consolidating the rest of the way. So you come all the way up to almost a 1-to-1. Before it gave you the 1-to-1, it gave you a 1.5-to-1. This is where you should have like taken all your monies. You see this candle come right back down. It's coming back down, and here you go. But it's going to allow you to secure the bag, right? It allows you to secure the bag here, right there. David O. Yeah, David O's had the opportunity to sit down with me and talk with me. And David O was like, yeah, I've experienced that with him. That's what we do. It's very... Thank you, David. How you doing, brother? Hope all is well. Guys, if you need your dogs trained, David O is the man. Let's check out Home Depot. Oh, this has become a request line now. Home Depot's like, fuck your Lowe's. Get it? Trade design up, we rock and roll up until this point here. It's yellow, you get out. I mean, there's really no reason why we should be greedy. No reason why we should be greedy right here. Of course, if you decide to be greedy responsibly. It tells you once again when to get out, and then there you go. Oh man. Well, there you go. I mean, that's HD. Jason Myers, BBWI. Okay, let's go ahead and Bath and Body Works. Did it go bankrupt? Oh no. I'm not into that stuff. No, it's Bed Bath Beyond, right? Same shit, sounds different. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. A whole lot of nothing. You got a trade design here, and it told you it was going to fail even before it got started. Of course, you wait for the break of the entry at 30.90 for it to be in play. It failed. It died. Whatever. 30 bucks. Now, Bath and Body Works. Why would anyone put so much value in freaking fragrant skin lotion? Just, I don't know. Hey, whatever. It is what it is. Hey, they make sales. They make sales. Um, yeah, guys. I think this is it. I think we're done. I think we showcased enough. The market's going sleepy, sleepy, taking a nap at 11 o'clock. And I hope to see most of you over at GabeTrades.com. It's with Titan AI. By the way, you need Titan AI, right? So secure that over here at Trade 1348. Jump on over to Gabe Trades. Get this. It's going to make you accountable. Who enjoyed the stream? Let's get some hands up. You guys enjoyed the stream? Cool. I'll see you in the next one. Right? We guys, you think about this. We did not do any type of fancy analysis. No fancy analysis. None of that. None of that. We don't have to. It's point and shoot now, like literally. Oh, have fun. All right, guys. Peace out. Be blessed. Trade safe. Signing out.